dharma, you have to take only those things, not other activities. What he's trying to say as give up everything, he's not talking about the Dushtapala sadhana activities at all. What are the, can you tell me what are the Dushtapala sadhanas which you adopt here? Dushtapala sadhana, dharmas, can you tell me?
Taking care of family.
All things, whatever you do a job, you do the study books and you office work and your computers and then your family members and dealing with relatives and friends in the society. All these are Dushtapala sadhanas. All these are just physical things, right? What you have here, what you see here, what you do here. These are not yielding something, to you to reach that end. So he's not talking about these things. These you have to do. So he is neither asking you to give up, nor he is asking you to do also, because anyway you do these things. That is what the Pradokacharya Asram is making very clear. Drishtapala sadhanangale cholluge andrikke. It's not talking about the worldly things at all. Mokshapala sadhanangale cholluge. Only talking about those activities which you think as the ones give you the release from the karmic bondage and allows you to reach God. So this is talking about those karmas. Right? So what you have to give up is only those related to moksha, not related to this world. So he's not trying to say, no, give up your family. He's not saying that. Give up your job. He's not saying that.
But how do you know which one is moksha prasadana and discourse? How do you differentiate that?
That is what he spoke in all the 17 chapters. Karma, jnana, bhakti, prapatti, saranagati. All these are moksha sadhanas.
But that we still have to do, right?
Huh?
We still have to do those, right?
You have to do not for moksha.
Just as a service.
Yes, just as your duty. That's it.
If you're not doing anything, then what do you give up, right? For us, we don't do anything.
You are doing it.
Sadhanas. We're not capable of doing any moksha sadhanas. So what do you give up in that case? Nothing to give up.
See, you are something you are doing right here. You do namaskara. And then you think of God. You do something. You won't stay without doing anything. You keep doing something or the other every now and then. Did you surrender to God when you are in problem? That's it. That is, they're doing something. And if you do not own, even the Dushtapala sadhanas also will become responsible for your moksha pala sadhanas. These also become like that. That means you do job and eat food. Eating food also becomes your moksha pala sadhana if you are attaching them to Him. Understand? Not only just the karma that is recommended by Vedas, not only the jnana that is recommended by Vedas yield the moksha.
We have to give up them everything, because our whole process is that we keep the sadham for a reason, because they are giving it to Him and we are saying that it is yours and everything is for Him, so then we shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, that's how you have to eat. That's what I say. Eating food is the Drishtapala sadhana. Eating food is also Drishtapala sadhana. Drishtapala sadhana means for your daily routine, right? Now he is talking about the karmas recommended by Vedas for moksha. But what we say now, even the Drishtapala sadhanas also, when you do not own, not expect the result, but do with sincerity and then attach them to Him, and you transform them as yagas, as His services, then this also becomes a mokshapala sadhana.
Then he's saying this goes up as well. So
That means you do it, but you say this is your service.
it's the
You-
bhavana, you do that.
Exactly. With bhavana, you give up these activities also, and you think that it is you making me to do. What we said, while doing the kalyana or while doing the puja, these are your items. You are in me. This is your instrument, and these are your limbs, and you are giving the energy. With your energy, your items, and your puja, and you are receiving from within. That's it. What does it belong to me then? Nothing. That's what we are trying to say every time, right? When we do the puja. That's what we need to feel. And if you do so, then even doing this activity also becomes a means for moksha. A means for moksha. There you are not, because you are not getting attached to that, and you are attributing even that also on God, then that never binds you. That also becomes just His service. You are not owning anything.
You have to do honesty. Honesty we have to do.
Yes, without faith.
But how constantly we keep that one?
You need not speak it out, but you have to feel it.
But how? In the mind, how does it stay there? But it's just so enough to get into world activities, we'll forget that.
That is where it is. Even the worldly activity also you think as His service. Make it as His service. How can you make it? Feel His presence here and think that this is His temple. That is where we need to do. That's where you need to do sadhana. Is required only for that purpose. And you think, you are here now. Now you are listening. Now, are you doing this? You think now God has actually kept this body here to do His service probably in this way. And some people would not come here. They may be thinking, oh, I also would have gone there. I also would have been, listened to that. I also would have been enjoyed, and so on and so forth. They may be thinking, and if they think, yes, God probably just ordained this to be here and just do His service in this way. So if they think so, probably that also becomes the service to God. Even that activity also becomes service to God only. Understand?
But how to constantly keep that in your mind? Just keep doing that repeatedly.
Yeah, that is where we have to do. You have to just, all that you need to do is just keep a link with Him. That is what he said in 6th chapter, because that also already discussed in 6th chapter. That's why he won't insist on that. Yato nischarati manas chincharam astiram tatastato niyam yetat atmanyeva vasam nayet. That is what he said in 6th chapter. Wherever your thought process goes and in whatever that manas goes, and make a link with God to all of them. So your thing sitting here, but your mind goes to say somewhere into the liberty, Statue of Liberty. Let it go. Why we need to have objection? And because the Narayana is even there. So ito nischarati manaha chinchalam asthiram. It's not able to concentrate here, but went to the Statue of Liberty and was sitting there. Tatastato niyamya Atmanina yet vasam. Then what you need to do is simple thing. And think that the Statue of Liberty is a beautiful object done by the persons who are blessed with God. And even God is there in that form, standing there. And the things around are also just like that. It's made by God. How beautiful God's form is. How He is able to just make it. That's how you attribute it on God. And then you need not just come back. Just run. That's what it is. You can attribute everything unto God. Make a link with God, everything. It is He who is seeing. I am in the liberty. Yes, now let me start seeing. Yes, it's a beautiful statue, surrounded by waters, surrounded by nice greenery, and so many flowers and fruits. God, how beautiful you made it for you. You are enjoying this beauty, being in our bodies. And for that you made all these things to happen. So how beautiful you organized all these things. And how beautiful they are. And you are enjoying through my eyes. God, I'm really blessed. See that. You need not just close the eyes. And you can just simply see that. But feel it there. Don't disturb that. This is not a time for the questions, okay? If you have questions, keep them. And first, listen to that carefully. And why I said this is already mentioned in 6th chapter itself. So if it goes on to different things and how we can link them up that becomes an irrelevant question at the 17th, 18th chapter. Because it's already the 6th chapter itself. That is how the things are. That's why he is talking about not adrishtaphalas, but whichever are recommended as adrishtaphala sadhanas for you, that karma. Karma is to wipe out your past karmas. Jnanam is to purify your knowledge. Bhakti is to make it more lovable by God. And surrenderance, the prapatti, is just for you to feel that is subservience. You think that these are helping you in wiping out the karmas and knowing about more about God and loving more about God, and also surrenderance, what we do, and after we do that, then He accepts. That means it became a conditional clause. Conditional clause, like if you do this, then He does it. This is where we are stuck up again now. If I do this, that means my ownership is here on some part. And then His activity is coming next. No, we don't want that. So these activities are like the karma you do, the jnanam you practice, the bhakti you possess. But all these things are, again, what you have to do is adrishtaphala sadhanas, you call them. So this dharma sabda, what is used here in sarva dharman, this is talking about those activities. And where are they? And where did they describe? That is what the next sutra says. What is that? Where it is? Yes, 11. Avaidam Sruti Smruti Vihitangadai Palavai Irukayale Bahuvachana Prayogam Pannagiradu. See, he said dharman. Dharman is the plural number. Why the plural number is used here is what they are saying. So in describing the dharma, there are many dharmas described in Sruti, Smruti, Vihitangadai, those are ordained by Vedas and also by Dharma Shastras. Dharma Shastras are called Smritis. The Shruti, Smriti, Vihitangalai, ordained by Vedas and also by Dharma Shastras. Palavai Irukkayale. They are not just one or two, they are many. They are available as many things. And to say that, Bahuvachana Prayogam Panigiradu, the plural number is used here. Dharman, Dharmam, Dharmau, Dharman. That's how the process goes, Dharmaha, Dharmau, Dharmaha, one Dharma, Dharmau, two, Dharmaha, three or many, Dharmam, towards Dharma, Dharmau, Dharman, many, Dharmena, with Dharma. And the same thing is Bahuvachanam also. So here, the Dharma Bahuvachanam is used because not one Dharma is recommended to you to practice as cause for the moksha. There are so many described in scriptures as the means to attain moksha, and which you are supposed to do them all. They are ordained for you, and you have to do them. Many are there like that. We have to give up the bhavana from all of them while practicing. That is important. You have to practice them. And you should not think, no, these yield moksha for me. That is what you have to give. Don't give up the practice, but give up the bhavana. That is what the sutra says, okay?
So Swamiji, you do them just for the sake of doing them? You do them?
Yeah, because it's a duty, you have to do it. Because it's a duty of a person who born, he has to do it.
What if you enjoy doing it? Can you enjoy it as well?
Yes, that is what we do. That means we don't do as their duties of mind so that it gives me some kind of, what you call that, by doing this is a prayashchittam, so I can wipe out some karmas and it yields the moksham. No, don't think like that. Because you have to do it. Sandhya Vandan you have to do. Every day you need to do Sandhya Vandan in the morning. But while doing the Sandhya Vandana, okay, if I get this result, then I can increase. If I don't get this result, I want to just give it up. It's not necessary. It should not be the way. Just what is it.
But enjoyment's okay as well.
Yes, just do enjoy.
It's not complete neutrality.
There is no question of neutrality at all. While doing, you do with all joy. Don't expect any result out of it. And don't cry and do it. And because what to do unnecessarily when there is no special fruit of it, and still I have to do it. You know what happens? You do job for 1 month. Right? Here maybe it is 15 days. And then you are paid. Right? And of course whatever you did as a result of that activity, then you are paid with some money. Okay, that's fine. In other days, though you do the activity, that you do the job, you do the karma, you don't expect to know everyday result. Every day something should come to me, you won't expect it here. Do you? But for all the 14 days you do with all sincerity. Every day is a sincere job for you. But, for the countries like your India, and if there is a government clerk, and in in the plans and estimations department, and you want to construct a house, and you ask them to give a plan, and then you have to give them for something. Then he gives the plan. And then you need to get it sanctioned. To get sanctioned, then another person has to do that. And there you have to go and just do something for him. And then only he sanctions. And then it goes to the other person to assign. There again you have to give him something. Then he sanctions. He sends it to the top. Then ultimately it goes to the ultimate authority who has to put the stamp on that. There you have to give something. But ultimately to the treasury you have to pay something like, this much of percentage that you have to pay for the construction that you anyway pay. That goes to the government. But before that you have to take care of all these people. And you have to do it. If you don't do it, your paper lies there only. And if you do it, then the paper moves fast. The more accurate you do, the more fast the paper moves. So what is happening now for them? If there are 100 people interested or they are waiting for the sanctions, that means those 100 people should pay him every day. So these 100 people pay today, another 100 people pay tomorrow, another 100 people pay a day after. So every day somebody will be paying for them as a bribing. It's a bribe. But without that he won't do it. And at the end of the month, they get the salary paid. When they get the salary paid, why this should be there in the middle? If they are not paid salaries, then of course, just they can get this. But when their salary is paid, is it necessary for you again to pay everything for him? Why are you sitting in the chair? If some paper comes, you should go through. If it is perfect, sanction, send it. Finish, your job is over. Isn't it? But is it what is happening in India? Which is not right. That means the person who is sitting in the chair is so used not only to take his monthly salary as a duty, but also he is very much used to get every day some perks. If the perks are not there, then he gets bored on the day. Or he gets disappointed. Understand? Is it necessary? That is what we say. That's all just they are used to, which is not right. That's what So every action you do ultimately yields moksha to you. Every action. Any action you do, ultimately it yields moksha to you. But are you able to just wait till the moksha comes? It is just like the government employee. I sign the paper and give me some money. Sometimes what happens? I apply for some kind of pension stuff and then government sanctions that. And government sanctions that this guy has to give that money to me. He has to release the money. And then he poses as if he is giving from his own pocket to you. And then you have to give him some 10% or 15%. And then only he sanctions that, otherwise he won't sanction it to you. Is it necessary for him to take that bribe and then sanction? No. The very purpose of his sitting in the chair is that to see the paper is signed properly and is sent, and then he gets it, for which he is paid already by the government. He anyway gets the salary. By the end of the month he gets it anyway. But this is also extra thing that what he started taking. This is what we call in between dharma. There are something keep coming, and if you are attracted towards them, and if you are used to, that's it. That's how I used to, and you used to, and he used to, she used to, and he used to, everybody used to that. And now it came to a stage where if you won't take, all others will look at you and where you are coming from. And you also feel like, oh, what am I doing? Maybe this is wrong. You should not do like this. So I'm doing a papa by not taking that. That's how people start thinking. The thinking process has been changed like that. That's what I say. Temporary results. So there will be temporary results. There will be permanent results. You do your work sincerely. Whatever paper comes onto your table, just see that it is properly disposed of. If there is really something to be corrected, just see. Ask them to correct. If there is nothing to be corrected, it's sanctioned right away. And see that process goes very fast. And you get your month-end salary fairly well, and there will be a good remark on you, and you get a nice increment also by the end of the year or so, and you will be on the good track. But that is permanent. That is more prestigious. You can raise your head and just you can stretch your chest and just can walk. Otherwise, always you feel shy and you shut your face, and that's how you keep going. Temporary fruits will be there. And if you are not becoming free for that, each of your temporary activity adds credibility in your annual record. Isn't it? That is how every activity we do here yields some kind of result. If you expect that, and then you start receiving them, and you become victim for that. And if you do not expect and still keep doing things, and everything will be two good results for that. One, that activity directly becomes a lead for you to reach the moksha, the same activity. That's one good thing. Though it may be a small karma, but it helps you in reaching that. And the second thing is, this kind of activity with which you did not expect the result, but did with all sincerity, will wipe out the past karmas. Or the past records are wiped out because of this. This becomes so powerful then. This acts like a fire. This acts like fire. All the past things were just burned to ashes. Don't you think it is good? Not only it becoming a binding, but also it burns the other karmas into ashes. That's really nice. That is what Krishna is trying us to understand, he's trying to teach us. So all the karmas which are recommended as the duties for us to practice in smrutis and in srutis, and there are many. Because there are many, the Bahuvachanam is used. Dharman. Sarva? Dharman. There are two things. One is a dharma, second is a plural number. Dharma means only those who are recommended for you to practice to attain moksha, and the plural number is because there are many in many scriptures. So the plural number is used. Then what is the next sutra? What are those karmas in Srutis and Smrutis and Dharma Shastras? Can you tell us a few? Then he is giving the sutra here. Avayavanaha karma Bhakti Yogangalum Avatara Rahasya Jnanam Purushottama Vidyai Desavasam Tirunama Sankirtanam Tiruvilakkerikkai Tirumalayukkai Tudakkamana Upaya Buddhya Seyyum Avayyum These are the, just a few mentioned by him, which are actually available in Bhagavad Gita itself. All these are explained in Bhagavad Gita at different parts. How they have to be done, why they have to be done also. What are they? Karma, Jnana, Bhakti, Yogangalum. They have given like Karma, Jnana, Bhakti, Yogas. For karma, it is said, karma naiva hi samsiddhim asthika janakadaya. Asthita janakadaya. Karma naiva hi samsiddhim asthita. With karma only they attained siddhi. You know. He is talking about the greatness of karma there. And then in 4th chapter coming to, he says, Sarvam karma akhilam partha jnane parisamapyate. Whatever just you do, ultimately it merges jnana. It merges into the jnana. Karma goes into jnana. That means what happens when you perform the karma? It slowly reduces the loads of the karma that are in you. And then it allows the jnana to blossom, and then you will be there. Karma leads to get the jnana. Whatever the obstacles, they will be removed first. After these karma ripened as jnana, and then you can start growing that. And while growing and growing and growing, then it eliminates a few more things. And then it fixes in you. And then you have to ripen the jnana. And then that makes to eliminate and few more obstacles which are blocking the bhakti to grow. And when you still practice it, then it allows the bhakti to start. So bhakti comes again from the karma only, and then the bhakti starts. As the obstacles are gone, bhakti starts growing. Bhakti just keeps growing, and when it is stabilized, when it has been stabilized, and then it leads you to do the prakati. From directly it may give you also. So karma, whatever the obstacles for that should go, and then karma should become good with you. And it tries to eliminate the jnanotpatti obstacles whichever are there, and then it allows the jnana to turn as bhakti. There will be again some obstacles that also washes them. It's a big process, you see, when you have to go through the scriptures, when you have to practice it. People think, some people think, why can't we wear the Yogavidam? Those who are not really authorized, they keep demanding us things. Why can't we? You can already wear it. Anybody can wear it. But when you wear it, when you have it, they crave for it, they want to get it. But after getting that, then it has to eliminate few things and it has to grow from the next level. No? Wow. Karma, jnana, bhakti, according to scriptures, it's not easy. So, wearing the Yajna and you have to practice Sanyamana 3 times a day. And if you stop one day, then you become a sinner. Not one day, one time, you become a sinner. And stopping 3 days, and then it goes waste. Wearing it makes no sense then. You understand? But people, just they want to have it, they want to do it, but when you do it, 100 responsibilities fall on your head. So many responsibilities. So, going through the scriptural recommendations is much complicated. And because the life is such, we think life is very easy because we already got it and then we think it's pretty easy to go. We can do things in our own way and we can do anything we want. No, it's very complicated. How much is there behind to come to this level we don't understand. We really do not know that. Having come to this much of a height and if you are not really doing things well, means again you come to the square one. Have you seen the Vaikuntha recording? And you come to the 97 and then there is a big snake in the 98 which brings you down to number 3. And again the steps start. Life is very complicated, you understand? It's a very difficult thing. So some blessing is working behind and it gave us a great chance to surrender to God and get His grace. Without all these kinds of stuffs, we are just blessed to get His grace. By becoming, a surrendered one, a surrendered soul to His lotus feet. How blessed are we? That's what He's trying to make us understand. So, Shruti, Smriti, Chodi, Dangada, and in Shrutis and in Smritis and in Puranas and in Itihasas, how many dharmas are recommended? Many. That many is said here by the plural number. Dharman. Sarva dharma. You have to do things which are recommended to you. But don't think that they become means for attainment. They become means for attainment. ఏది మానకూడదు, ఏది మానమని చెప్పలేదు, కానీ చేసేదాని వల్ల మనకి ఇది వస్తుందని అంటాడు. Do it sincerely. I did this so it came. Don't say that. His grace is there so it came. Say that. And why you did it then when His grace is there? That's because He ordained to do. That's it I did. And I don't know whether it pleases Him or not. And I don't know whether this becomes a means or not. That's none of my business. Because He ordained, I have to do it, I did it. Finish. So I understand.
Why Kalaskruti is told to most of these scriptures and
To encourage you.
because those are the ones which are doing us, right? By reading the Kalaskruti, I'm thinking that something is up
Deposited.
If it is not there,
No, that's why it is for you to have an encouragement. So that you can do it. On a routine basis you do it. Otherwise you won't do. You won't feel like, why? Because we are after some result, instantaneous results. That is why they say, okay, do it, it happens to you.
If results comes but if you never mind we are not so we are doing some work, and then we are thinking like we are not doing it. God is doing, but we are still getting the benefit. So we are still like.
Why should we get benefit? Even God is getting the benefit.
Okay. So if you feel like it, we are good. We don't need to worry about that.
Yes.
Okay.
But be ready for that. Even sometimes it is negative. That's what I say.
Okay.
When the negative result comes, and then you think, God is not good. God is not good. Though I do lot of service, but still He gives this to me. What a God is He? I don't want this God at all. Quit the God, just get out of it. That's how it happens. You get terribly disappointed and depressed. But that need not be there. That's what it is. It's very practical, it's very difficult. Saying is easy. Easy to say, but difficult to practice. And then in some places it bhaktya tu ananyasiki karma jnana bhakti, etc. And then avatar rahasya jnanam is said in 4th chapter, janma karma jame indivyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punat janma naiti mameti. Whoever knows my birth and my activities, my deeds, they give up their body and they reach me. That means knowing the avatar rahasya jnana is a means. That's what he said. And what you will be tempted then? Okay, let me know it. And that's it. Tyaktva deham. It gets away from the body. Punarjanma naiti. No next birth. Mameti. Reaches me. That's it. It's a means. It is recommended as a means. What is that? Avatar rahasya jnana. You know avatar rahasyam, but don't make it as a means to get it. So that's what he says. But you have to know it and you have to learn it. But because of learning this, I got it, don't say that.
Swamiji, what is avatar rahasya?
But how he takes birth, what he does, and so on. Because he also looks like us only, no? So is it the same thing? What is the form that appears like Rama is a man, Krishna is a man, and Varaha is a boar, Matsya is a fish, and that is an avatar. So what is the secrecy behind that? And what kind of body he gets? What kind of activities he does? Why he does so? Being Rama, he cried, and he lost Sita. And he cried, holding the trees and mountains and rivers and stuff like that. And after all, he was just like an ordinary person. He did all those things. So, is it really that is what is happening there? So there must be some secret behind it. When God does it, there must be something secret behind it. Why he did so? That is avatar jnana. It's a secret. But superficially it looks like, yes, he's just a man who cried and moved and wrote this and that. And what a kind of body that he got. Is it an ordinary body? There in the 4th chapter, all those things were described. That's called avatar rahasya jnana. So one who knows that will be getting rid of the body and get the moksha. And then what you will be tempted, it's a sadhana, it's a means, so that we can get the moksha. And then you read it and then, why didn't I get moksha then? Though he just encouraged you to know about it as a sadhana, but don't make it a sadhana. But know it. That is what he says, Purushottama Vidyai, in 15th chapter, just yo mamaya vasammudha jnanati purushottamam sasarva vidbhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. And whoever knows me as Purushottama, he attains everything. That means, oh, that is a wonderful means for me. That is not the means. His wish is the means. You know him, but you think that it is means, that means he is not the real means. You make something as a means, that means you are denying him. Isn't it? Denial means you need not say, oh, I don't accept you. You need not verbally say that. When you are thinking something is means, automatically it is understood that you are denying him. And when you deny, these things will never save you. They become futile without his discretion, without his decision, without his wish. Your karma never becomes fructuous, and your jnana also never becomes fructuous, and your avtara signan never. So these are not the real things that give you the fruits. His wish only gives the fruit. That's why you know these things, but rely on him. That is most important. Similarly, Desavasam. Desavasam is you live in this place, you will be saved. Many people nowadays started going to Srirangam and Melkote like places and trying to purchase just a piece of land and want to stay there. And because the scripture said, if you live in the Melkote, you will be saved. And if you live in Srirangam, you will be saved. If that is the case, everybody goes and lives in Melkote and Srirangam, and that's it, the Melkote Srirangam becomes densely populated, and then we are seeing today in the temples, how it is, people are treated there, and they become commercially big. And then you lose the sanctity. Somebody said, Sriranga, Atrayava Srirange Sukamaswa Ramajacharya Swamiji said in Saranagiri Dajja, Atrayava Srirange Yavat Shirirapadam Sukamaswa. That means you have to just live in Srirangam and just give away your body there itself in Srirangam. If all the people go and just give away their body there itself, then what will be the fate of the Srirangam then? And Pedalokacharya Swami did not give up his body in Srirangam. And many acharyas did not. Even Mahapurna was not, just leave his body in Srirangam. He left his body somewhere else. It's wherever they are, wherever they leave the body, that becomes Srirangam-like. For such great souls, wherever they are, that's sacred. Understand? And that's all. You need not go there and just populate that place, crowd that place. That's not necessary. Wherever you are, that becomes like that. But for you to understand the importance, it is said that Srirangam is a sacred place because God appears there in a beautiful form like Ranganatha. So that is great. So you think that and you see that, appreciate that, and just keep going. And if you have a chance to live there, yes, you can live. But don't think that becomes a means for you to attain. Yeah. Do you think that everybody who leaves the body in Srirangam gets made a moksha? I don't think so. I don't think so. That is what it is. That is Desavasam. Tirunama Sankirtanam. No, Tirunama Sankirtanam, no. What is said, if you chant the name of Kalau Sankirtana Muktihi. Many people say, in Kali Yuga, just you do Sankirtanam and you attain Mukti. And that is what our ISKCON people say, keep always chanting the mala, rotating the mala, and you chant the name of God and you get Mukti. That's it. That means the chanting became a means. When it became a means, you are denying the God as a means. Don't make it means. That's what I said. That's all. I did not say you to stop it, but they think so. They think so. No, 16 times we have to rotate it, then only we get mukti. We get the grace of God. Otherwise, no. That means his discretion is not required there. Your 16 times will save you. No, that's not the case at all. That's why for us, it's not required that you have to do these number of times the mantra japa is not. No. You do with love n number of times, fine. With love you do any number. You do 1, 2, 3, 10, 15, 20, 23, 25, 18, 19, 100, 1000, 1 lakh, 1 million. Any number you can do. But don't make, yes, if you do 1 lakh, this is obtained. And if you do this number, this is obtained. That means that's becoming a means to attain that. When this becomes a means, then he says, okay, I need not do anything now. Because you are already hooked to that, right, as a means. Then why should I involve it all? Okay.
People become bhaktas of the means.
Yes, and God becomes a Brahmana. You know, because you put the lamp with God during the Kartika Masa, a ghee lamp that gives moksha. So and so lady, you know, just keep the Ghrita Deepam and she attained moksha. A rat, you know, when was trying to drink the oil in the lamp, you know, there are stories like that. There is a temple, and in the temple there is a rat, and one day the rat went into the sanctum, and the lamp which is kept before the deity was just about to extinguish. It was just about to extinguish, and during that period the rat went there, and when it was just about to catch the wick, and that was the time when the rat heard the voice of a cat, and then it was